Welcome to this tutorial on how to create an instructional feedback survey in your Desire to Learn course. The instructional feedback survey is an important part of what instructors need in order to improve the desired outcomes for a course. We get feedback from students at the end of a semester, but just as students rely on feedback from us in terms of how they're doing, we need feedback from them. The Center for Instructional Innovation has for years used the group instructional feedback technique as a way of working with the whole class at one time to get information for the instructor on what's helping students to learn and what modifications and changes might help them to learn even more. This, unfortunately, takes time away from the class and takes a facilitator to come to the class. So we've developed the instructional feedback survey as a way that you as an instructor can get feedback anytime you would like during the semester. This is how it works. So I'm in my Desire to Learn homepage. I'm going to click on 5 Easy Pieces, which is like a course. It's really a project, but it'll serve our purposes. And go up to Surveys. Click on that. You will see there's already one survey there, but I'm going to create another one. And this will not be the group instructional survey. So I'll click on New. And I'll give it the name Instructional Feedback. Okay, so we've got that. I will save it. And then one more step that's critical before we leave this page. I need to click Anonymous in the box to be sure that I protect students and their responses, that there's no way that I or anyone else can track exactly what they've said on the survey. So I'll click Save Survey. Yes, I want it to be anonymous. And we're ready to go. So let's start with the layout and questions. I'll click on that. I want to add some questions. And I'm going to add long answer questions. That allows me to put in a stem and give the students room to respond. And the title for the first question we'll call Helps. To save time rather than typing, I'm going to just copy and paste. So back to Desire to Learn. And I'll ask the students, what are several things your instructor does that help you to learn? Save that and do a new question. Second one we'll call Improvements. Again, I'll go back to the Word file. What are several changes/improvements to the course that would promote your learning? Okay, have that one. Save, new. Let's call this Your Helps. Because learning is a partnership between instructors and students, I want to find out what they do that facilitates their own learning. Not only to encourage them to think about that, but also to give me as an instructor some ideas about what works for the students. How effective are they in coming up with good study strategies and so forth? So That's our third one, and I'll save it. Going to ask them about things that they might change. So, what might you do to improve your learning? And we've added over the last couple years one final question, and it's to ask students, what do they find most difficult about the course? So, what's been the most difficult of the part of the course for you to learn? And we'll save that. I can preview the items if I'd like, but we are about ready to go. There is one final part of setting up the survey that's important for you to do, and that is, let's finish here. Go back to the survey. Okay, we have everything that we need. The final thing we need to do is to be able to activate the survey. So let's go back to surveys, instructional feedback, and click on restrictions. You notice the status of the survey is inactive, so I need to change that to active, to save it, and I'm ready then to communicate to the students that the survey is ready for them to take. Once they respond, I will go to the reports part. There are no reports at this point, but I can show you results from another survey to give you an idea of what they look like. So let me go back to surveys. This was the one that was the group instructional survey, and I had a couple dummy students respond to it. So here are the questions similar to what the survey that we just created looked like. And I can expand the responses, and it shows the kinds of things students were saying that help them to learn, or what might improve or promote their learning, things that they did. So real quickly, to review the steps, you would set up a survey, decide on the kind of response, and we're looking at a long answer that students would type in. Put in the text for the 5 questions that we're asking in the survey. Save it. Make sure that we've made the survey available to students, and then they can go into the DTL site and take the survey. After the students have completed, the time has gone by for them to do the survey, you can go in then and generate a report and look at the results and make whatever adjustments in the course or improvements you want. It's always a good idea to talk over the results with a colleague or a mentor, a faculty member who's working with you in planning which changes make sense for you to make and which ones probably are not within the context of good practices. Sometimes students ask us to do things that would not be appropriate for their learning, and we need to sort out those responses from the ones that do make sense. So I hope you found this helpful. Feel free to contact us in the Center for Instructional Innovation. We're on the web at cii.gsu.edu, and we'd be happy to talk with you. That's all for now.